Once upon a time, in a peaceful forest, there lived 3 little pigs. They were brothers, but so different in their ways. One day, as they sat under a tree, they decided it was time to build their own houses. The first little pig loved to play and have fun. When it was time to build his house, he chose the quickest way and built a house out of straw. He sang and he danced while he was building, not thinking too much about the strength of his house. The second little pig was a bit lazy and always took the easier route. He decided to build his house out of sticks. Though he worked harder than the first little pig, he didn't put as much effort into making it strong and sturdy. The third little pig was very hardworking and thoughtful. He knew the importance of a strong house, so he spent a lot of time planning and gathering materials to build a house made of bricks, which he knew would be the safest and most secure. The next day, a wolf happened to pass by the lane where the 3 little pigs lived. He first saw the straw house, and he could smell a little piggy inside. He thought the pig would make a yummy meal, and his mouth began to water. So he knocked on the door and said, little pig, let me in, let me in." But the first little pig saw the wolf's big paws through the keyhole, and he answered back, "No, no, no, not by the hairs on my chinny chin chin." Then the wolf showed his teeth and said, "Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house down." So he huffed, and he puffed, and he blew the straw house down. The wolf opened his mouth as wide as he could and then bit down. But the first little pig escaped and ran away to hide with the second little pig. The wolf continued down the lane, and he passed by the second house made of sticks. He saw the house, and he could smell the little pigs inside. So he knocked on the door and said, little pigs, let me in, let me in." But the little pigs saw the wolf's pointy ears through the keyhole, and they answered back, "No, no, no, not by the hairs on our chinny chin chins." So the wolf showed his teeth and said, "Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house down." So he huffed, and he puffed, and he blew the stick house down. The wolf tried to catch both pigs at once, but he was too greedy and got neither. His big jaws clamped down on nothing but air, and the 2 little pigs scrambled away as fast as their little hooves would carry them. The wolf chased them down the lane, but the little pigs made it to the brick house and slammed the door shut before the wolf could catch them. The 3 little pigs were very frightened. They knew the wolf wanted to eat them. The wolf hadn't eaten all day, and he had worked up a big appetite chasing the pigs around. And now he could smell all 3 of them inside the third house. So the wolf knocked on the door and said, little pigs, let me in, let me in." But the little pigs saw the wolf's scary eyes through the keyhole, and they answered back, "No, no, no, not by the hairs on our chinny chin chins." So the wolf showed his teeth and said, "Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house down." He huffed, and he puffed, and he puffed, and he blew as hard as he could. But the brick house didn't budge at all. It stood strong. The wolf tried again. He huffed, and he puffed, but he couldn't blow it down. Now the wolf was very angry and very hungry. He decided to go down the chimney so he could eat the little pigs for his supper. But while he was climbing onto the roof, The little pigs made a fire and put on a big pot of water to boil. Then, just as the wolf was coming down the chimney, the little piggy pulled off the lid and the wolf fell into the hot water. The wolf quickly jumped out of the pot of boiling water and ran out of the house. He never bothered the pigs again. From that day on, the 3 little pigs lived happily in their safe, cozy brick house, playing and laughing together. They learned the value of hard work and planning, knowing that being clever and diligent can keep them safe from any danger. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you know exactly when we post a new story. And if you like this story about the 3 little pigs and the big bad wolf, make sure you hit that like button too. Bye for now. See you soon.